podcast show for businesses, and I'm gonna cover a few things. I want to start with probably 1926. I'm sorry, 1926, 1989, and 2005. Over that period of time. But first, I want to just kind of like let you know and explain that I come from a family of business, and my father owned EG Fence Company for about 40 years, and he did that up until 2010, and he passed in 2019. My siblings and I, we took over the business after that, and we just changed the name, and it's now Green Fence Business, Green Fence Builders. So we've been doing fence work I started when I was like probably 17, 18, somewhere up in there. But we've been doing it for a while, and then we just picked up and we're doing it now. So my question to you is, can you tell me how did you guys get involved in the furniture business? And I know you went around at
1926 when it started.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say thanks for having me. It's great to be here, and what you're doing is awesome for the business community in Shreveport and Bossier. So it really means a lot to people to be acknowledged for things that they're doing within the city and within Shreveport and Bossier and the architects really. So, but how my family got involved in the furniture business with my dad back in probably when he was in high school. He started delivering furniture for Trickett's Furniture, which was a furniture store down below Ernest Supper Club downtown, down the hill from Ernest Supper Club, and he, I mean, to go, not to bore you with a bunch of details.
Oh, no, go for it.
But so he was delivering furniture, and while he was in high school, and the sales staff got the flu, and he was the only one without the flu, and the owner of the store said, "Hey boy, you got a suit and a tie?" And he said, "Yes sir, I do." And he came out and sold furniture the first weekend, and he had record sales. I think he said he sold $5,000 worth of furniture, and that would have been in the 50s, and which was probably 50,000
right,
or more, maybe set, whatever it is, adjusted for inflation. But from that point on, he became a salesman and knew he could sell, and then he had several iterations, went to Byrd High School, and then tried the life insurance business. And then after that, there was a furniture store for sale called Wade Knox, which is over in Shreve City, where the Bell Ladyman used to be, and now there's a library there.
Okay.
So he bought Wade Knox Furniture, and at that time, a friend of his that was a wholesaler in the furniture business that for Bassett Furniture was looking to retire, and he bought the Bassett Furniture wholesaler for Louisiana. So he had Wade Knox, Bassett Furniture wholesaling, and then downtown there was a furniture store called Townsend's Furniture.
Okay.
And he ended up buying Townsend's Furniture, which was off North Market up there in Agers, and he ended up selling Wade Knox Furniture and moving Townsend's downtown across the street from the old Bell Hanna Ford.
Okay.
Which is across the street from Municipal Auditorium.
Mm-hmm.
Or Bell Hanna's adjacent to Municipal Auditorium, and Townsend's Furniture is across the street from that, And during that time, he was doing the furniture business, and he had other deals as well. And then in 1989, well, I take that back, in the 70s, you may remember New York Furniture.
Mm-hmm.
The guys that had New York Furniture he was friends with, and they wanted to sell out. So he bought New York Furniture, which was out on 70th Street. And so he had New York Furniture and Townsend's Furniture, and then Mr. Gray, who owned Bewley'S in 1989, called him and said, "I've got a deal for you if you want to buy Bewley'S on 70th Street." So he bought Bewley'S, and he was originally talking about closing Newark Furniture down and moving it down to the Bewley'S building, but both of them started doing well, so he kept both of them, and he had two managers at the time. One was Carl Escaday, who was a managing partner of his, and then E.H. Spillers, who was at Bewley'S. So that's kind of how my dad had been in the furniture business since he was like 22.
Wow.
So that's how the progression took place, and that's how we, our family ended up with Bewley'S Furniture Company on West 70th Street. So anyway, sorry to get bogged down in the details, but that's kind of how that.
No, that's what I actually wanted to hear. I wanted to know exactly how I got started. So that's very interesting. You know, the route that he took. You know, and the things that he did.
Yeah. You know, I get kind of emotional talking about it, but looking back on it, he passed away about a year and a half ago. But he had a good relationship even with his competitors.
Okay.
And so they respected him, and he respected them, and so a lot of them, when they were getting ready to get out of the business, they reached out to him to see if they were interested. And I think that says a lot and about his character and the way that competition took place back then. I mean, people weren't so cutthroat and hate each other and that kind of thing. They respected what other people were doing, and there was, as he said, there was plenty of business for everyone, and we just wanted to get more than our fair share.
I think that's part of the problem, though, in today's business. A lot of people don't see the fact that it's enough business for everybody. All you got to do is go out there and do the right thing.
There is. I mean, if you hustle and you got character and you got some integrity, and you know, your customers generally will see that. And now, not to say that you don't have problems with customers or some things go awry, but you know, there's enough out there if you treat your customers well and you take care of your employees and you take care of your customers, and you know, there's enough for everybody.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
what was your first role in the business?
Well, I graduated from Captain Shreve High School and went to LSU in Baton Rouge, and I played golf on the golf team down there. And then I got out and I tried to play professional golf, and I realized I wasn't going to be able to make a living at that. And then my dad took me in, and so I started officing out there. We had some other interest outside the furniture business too, so I was just kind of feeling it out, and was fortunate enough to get involved with several with a partner in another industry, which was the oil and gas. But I was always I grew up around the furniture business, and at the time we had a managing partner, E.H. Spillers, and I would hang around with him and listen to what they were doing, listen to he and my dad talk, and I would go to the furniture markets, and I would sit in on meetings and that kind of thing. So I didn't really have a managing role at the inception. I just was kind of absorbing information and listening to how the furniture industry worked, and through the first number of years, I mean, matter of fact, he managed it, but I became increasingly more involved as time went on, and my dad was kind of slipping out of the picture from a day-to-day operation standpoint.
Okay.
So, yeah, that was. So it was a gradual. I didn't get thrown in all at once. It was just kind of a gradual progression. So
just over the years.
Yeah, over the years. So, and then, as it turned out, EH ended up retiring. We had another manager come in. That didn't work out, and it ended up in my lap at the end here, and my dad passed away, and then, you know, just kind of things changed after that. So
Yeah. That's a question that I got for you too. As far as the industry, since you took over, and basically from the observing over the years, how have it changed?
It's drastically,
Yeah.
really. I mean, when I first got in the business or was around the business, all the case good products, be like dining room tables and bedrooms and so forth. They all came from the United States, pretty much.
Okay.
And I can still remember the first bedroom group we saw that was an import, and that was in the late '90s. And from that time on, it's really changed. I mean, not only from where the product comes from, but as you go along and something was introduced called the internet and smartphones and that kind of thing, as you go through the 2000s and the 2010s, and in the last 10 years, it's changed dramatically. Just the amount of information out there for the consumer on what they're buying, where they can get it.
Yeah.
People, and that's going back to being friendly competition. Now there's no such thing as friendly competition. I mean, they'll cut your heart out, on anything that they can make a buck on. So,
Right.
or think they can make a buck on.
Yeah.
So you got these, like Wayfair is a big competitor with all the home goods businesses, and they hadn't made any money since they've been in business. I mean, I think maybe there's a couple of quarters they've made money, but they've lost in aggregate probably, I think, $7 billion since they started. So
you know what? I didn't know that.
yeah, they hadn't had to make money. They've been propped up by Wall Street and so forth, and Amazon too,
Yeah.
So they lost money for a long time. So anyway, it's changed a lot from where the product comes from to the competition out there. So
well, I went into Bewley'S just recently, and I seen something in there that I really like. But let me tell you the story about it. I went in, but I wasn't planning on going in, because I was going to go help somebody pick up something. And I went in, and I could not leave without buying something, because man, y'all had so much stuff in there that was, and y'all had this sale going on. So much stuff in there that was great deals for, and the product that I'm looking at is all so. Now I know you say that everything was made in America before, and
some of it still is, the upholstery and parts of it. They assimilated here, but there's But anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say it's just it's good quality stuff. It's really good stuff. So I was just gonna ask you, just kind of like tell me about the sale and
Well, I mean, what we've hung our hat on out at Bewley'S for a long time is that we have the largest selection, and our taglines been we have the largest selection and the lowest prices, and we try to have fair prices and the lowest around on items that are of equal value, that kind of thing. So, and we've got the largest showroom. At one time, it was 75,000 square feet. I think it's about 65,000 square feet of showroom. So when you have that thing full of furniture, from sofas to dining rooms to bedrooms there's a lot of product to look at and see, and I see some customers there sometimes just kind of overwhelmed when they walk in. It's just so much stuff you can't really
that's how it was.
Dial in on one thing that you like.
It's
kind of it's and we have a lot of variety too. We try to we go from inexpensive things to more expensive things, and
I saw that,
and rustic stuff to more modern things. So there's a lot of variety, and which is hard sometimes to buy for and to stock, but it's good. I mean, we offer a large variety of furniture for and have for a long period of time. So it's been good. I mean, it's a lot. There's a lot out there. It's dwindling now, but there's still some left.
Well,
if you guys want to come out and see it.
Yeah, I recommend that you go out there. If you're hearing this, I recommend that you get over there before it's too late, because if you don't beat me back over there, because I'm going back and get me some more stuff before it's all gone. And the deals, you can't beat them, because I'm gonna put it like this. The salesman, I forget his name, the salesman that was helping me, but he told me when I came in, he was like, he wrote a number down, and he said, this is what it costs. And I was like, okay. He was like, but you can make your price up. I was like, what?
Yeah, we're in a negotiating frame of mind out there. So if you come in and see a price, you make a reasonable offer, the chances are you're going to get it. So.
And that's what happened.
Yeah.
You know, I made an offer and I got what I wanted.
And I remember, because that's how we got to talking about this. Yeah. He got a bar. He got bar stools to a different table, and then got a bar to. Yeah, it got a kind of a. We had to make a special exception since he's a celebrity on podcasts. So.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, but it helped me out a lot, and it was very, what I needed at that moment, because I set it up for different podcasts. Yeah. But it's y'all see it. It's good quality stuff. I got a show coming up on the 25th, so y'all get a chance to see it. You just come out to the show and you get a chance to experience it with me. But so let me ask you this: what kind of feedback have you got from the customers since they heard that y'all would be going out of business?
Well, it's been interesting, because there are a lot of people that have mainly come in and said, we're really sad to see you go. And I didn't realize, that it has meant as much to people as it has. I mean, I've had ladies come in, and men for that matter too, that said they'd come in there with their kids. Mm-hmm. And because the location where we are now has been there since the mid 60s. I think it's the mid 60s when it was built. That store was built, and at that time it was a megaplex. I mean, they sold not only furniture, but they had appliances, and they had electronics, and they had TVs and all kinds of stuff, so somebody could come in and get a whole house full of what they needed.
One-stop shop.
And similar to, I don't know what you would compare it to today, but like a Conn's or something like that.
Okay.
They'd had everything in there. So the families would come in there, and people have told me they remember chasing their mom and dad around and sitting on couches and getting it delivered. And some people said they still have furniture from the 70s in their house that was
I can believe that.
From Bewley'S, and so I actually got a long letter from a lady that told me that was explaining to me what I could do to stay in business, that I didn't have to go out of business if I do these things, that we could continue operating. And she had put a lot of thought into it, because it was like 2 pages long, and it's just been real interesting. People talking about driving through we're right down the street from Woodlawn High School, and numerous people have come in, so they went to Woodlawn High School and remember hanging out in the parking lot up at Bewley'S at night and so forth. And so it's meant a lot to people through the years. So I think I was really taken aback by it, really. So, and former employees coming in that have worked in there in the 60s and 70s and telling stories about life-changing events that happened and so forth. So it's been neat, really, to listen to the stories.
Yeah, I know that'll be interesting. To be able to hear all those different stories and stuff like that, and actually see the people that come through and talk about it.
Yeah, it's been fun, and we really appreciate it. And if anybody else has some stories or just want to come by and see us and tell us some more stories, it'd be fine. It'd be great.
That would be nice. Looking back, just over the business, what is one of your most proudest moments?
Well, I mean, we were one year, a number of years ago, we were voted as the best furniture retailer in the Arkansas or Shreveport Bossier. That was good. I think mainly the proud moments are day to day. You know, you take care of a customer, you help employees. You know, it's just a conglomerate of all the things that have happened out there. The people that have been involved, the people that have shopped there, the relationships we've had with manufacturers and sales reps and our employees that have been with us. A number of them been with us, 10, 20 years, yeah. And that says a lot about them. It says a lot about the character of the people running the operation, and you know, they trust us, we trust them. We might not always get along every day. It's kind of like family, you know,
yeah.
but we've been blessed in the fact that's been the biggest positive looking back on it of what's happened at Bewley'S through the years.
Okay.
To me.
Okay. What advice for just got like small business small family business? What advice would you provide to them that's trying to do what you?
Well, my dad would always say you got to prepare. You know, you're gonna have highs and lows, and at the good times, you got to be looking around the corner because it's not always going to stay that way. I mean,
Right.
it doesn't. One guy that was in the business used to say, "Nothing's very good or very bad for very long," and so when things are good, you got to store up for when it gets a little leaner, and then when things are leaner, you make adjustments and look forward to things getting better. You know, so and I think what the community could do, and we were talking about this before going on the air, Jeffrey and I, is shop locally. I mean, whatever you do, and if you can go to a local restaurant, you go to a local retailer, because the money stays here. They employ people. Those employees go out and spend money locally. It's getting tougher and tougher to do with the chains when our family goes out of town, we try to find local restaurants to eat at, or we try to buy locally. With people we know or don't know, but we know that they're local businesses.
Yeah,
so that
helps.
That's why a podcast like this is important. Getting people to be seen and known out in the community, and getting to meet the people behind the scenes, knowing that most guys are quality guys that are trying to make a living, make a better life for themselves, their families, and their employees, and it's very helpful. You know, just even the smallest things. So
Well, I appreciate what you just got through saying, and I kind of just want to find out from you, what is your next adventure?
That's good. That's a good question. We're fortunate enough to have some partners and be in the oil and gas industry, in the exploration business, and we have some projects going on there, and I'm looking forward to having a little more time, having a couple of Saturdays off and a couple of holidays off. That's going to be fun, and so I'm looking forward to it. And I'm not sure what exactly it entails. I don't have a master plan or vision right now, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going to stop trying. Another thing my dad says, you can't stop trying. You got to always try. So that's what I'm going to do personally, and looking forward to it.
Okay.
So,
how would you prefer Bewley'S to be remembered by the community of Shreveport?
Well, I mean, it was started by the Bewley'S family back in 1926, and I'm not sure the exact history. That it was locally owned, and that, you know, Bewley'S and the people that owned it through the years, whether it was Bewley'S or George Gray, which was married to Bewley's daughter, or ourselves, the Webb family, you know, we tried to take care of the customers, we tried to take care of our employees, and we tried to be a positive part of the Shreveport Bossier Arklatex community. And if we didn't do anybody right, we didn't mean to. We've always tried to take care. My dad always said, you put your partners, you put your customers, you put your employees first, and that's what we've tried to do.
That's outstanding. I know you're located at 900 West 70th Street.
900 West 70th Street.
So for anybody that are interested in but not sure, looking for another avenue of how to get their purchase from you, how would they go about doing that if they wanted to do it over the internet?
Well, we shut our website down right now because trying to keep up with that during this sale it's really in person only right now.
Okay.
You can call over the phone and see if there may be some products still, or I'm not sure. We kind of went away from online and just went in person. A lot of cash and carry, and a lot of we get it out as fast as we can, or people pick up. We got the warehouse right behind us, so just stop by and see there's we got some stuff left, and it's was flying out of there pretty quick. We've got a little while longer, so we'll see. We're gonna be there till we're out of product, which is going to be not too long.
Real soon. So I recommend that if you are seeing this broadcast, you seeing this podcast, your opportunity is now to get on down there, see if you can see something that you want. I'm pretty sure you're going to find something that you want, because when I went in there, I seen a lot of stuff that I wanted. So get on down there, see what you can find. Mr. Craig Webb, I want to thank you for coming out and participating and just letting me know and letting everybody else know what y'all got going on down there. I think y'all have some really great sales. I was impressed. I recommend anybody that's seeing it once again to go get down there and go get it. But I just like to say thank you.
Thank you. Y'all keep watching Jeffrey. He's a star.
Well, I appreciate that.